The assistant I had in this classroom, she had already been with me for 2, almost 3 years, but she received a letter. She applied to a school because she wanted to become a teacher. So she had to go study, she wanted to get her BA, she wanted to get into college, and I was very happy and excited for her. When all of a sudden they hire a person. It was a guy, he was about 35, 40 years old. He was still young, but I've always said this. You have to show people how you work so that they know how to work. Sometimes many of us teachers forget that, and we think that people already come with the experience. No, you show how the work is done so that people can follow you. And this is a tip I'm sending out to everyone. Show your work hard so that other people can observe it. For example, if you as a lead teacher are using your phone, clearly, at some point, the assistants or other people working with you are gonna use their phones because you opened that door. Teachers must also be a clear example for the other people who are working with them. And everything was going well. A year went by, a year and a half went by, and suddenly, on a normal day, she came in dressed as a woman, presenting herself in a way that was clearly feminine. She still had a beard, and she also had short hair. But despite these features, she wanted to be called Juana. She wasn't Juan anymore, now she was Juana. And that's where the big problem began. Juana wanted the children, on the very first day, to call her. We were in circle time, and suddenly one of the children makes a mistake with the gender and says, "Oh, it's because the teacher." When she hears that, she loses it and starts yelling at the child. I'm like, hey, hold on a second. My duty as the lead teacher was to protect the children, regardless of who it was. And I told her, no, you're in a process that took you knowing who you were until you were almost 40 years old. How are you gonna expect a child who is only 3, 4 years old to already understand that you now have another gender and that they can't make a mistake? You have to teach with love so that the children can understand this from another perspective. Well, similar situations kept happening here and there, and I was trying to control the situation. But what surprised me was that she comes up to me and says, "Aly, I'd like to talk to you." And I said, "Sure, let's talk." And we stepped out of the classroom. He tells me, "Oh, the thing is, I already spoke with the principal." And I said, "Oh," and he says, "The thing is, I want to switch classrooms to another one. That's on the lower level of a building." And I said, "Oh, that's fine, because I don't feel comfortable working with you." And I thought, that's strange. He never said anything to me in almost 2 years. Never. And I said, "The thing is, I feel like you're harassing me." I was like, "What?" I couldn't believe it. And I said, "What are you talking about?" "Yeah, because you once told me that I looked very handsome." And I was like, "What? I was just giving you a compliment so you would feel good during the transition you were going through. And just between you, the audience here, and me, I didn't actually think he was handsome. I was only saying it to build this person's self-esteem, to promote teamwork, the good and positive things within a classroom, and at the same time, just trying to be nice." One time he came in with makeup, and I said, "Oh, your makeup looks so nice." "Oh, what nice shoes." "Oh, what a beautiful dress." And this person was taking it the wrong way. What a lack of love he must have had. When this person tells me that, I went crazy. Just because I told you that you look good doesn't mean I'm after you or that I'm in love with you. At that time, I am single now, but at that time I was with someone. I had a partner, and I was in love with my partner. I was only saying it to you so you would feel good, so we could have a good relationship, a good work environment. But this person didn't understand that. The saddest part of all was that he told me, "And I've already spoken to my lawyers because I can sue you." And I thought, this can't be happening. This can't be real. We went and spoke with the principal. And in front of the principal, I was in full-on drama mode. I was in drama mode too, because this was a very dangerous situation where someone wanted to accuse you for trying to create a good work environment, trying to be respectful, trying to understand the situation, and putting yourself in that person's shoes. But the other person took it somewhere else. So what I did was, I told the principal, "Let's do something." "Did you call this person's references before you started at the school?" And she says, no, he came with printed references, and we already know what he's like, and he's worked here for a while. And I told her, no, we're gonna call the schools where he has worked before. When we called the two schools he provided as references, both principals spoke very poorly of him. That he'd tried to sue the schools for the same reason, that he didn't feel understood during the transitions he was making. In other words, this person was already making it a routine to say these things, to promote this work environment within a school, and to mistreat the children on top of it. Using his transformation as an excuse is fine. We're in a country, we're in the United States, where people, the First Amendment of the United States says that we are all free. Free speech? This is a country where freedom is the standard. But when that freedom tramples on the rights of other people, that's where the problem is. What I learned from this situation is that you shouldn't comment on anyone's body. Don't give compliments, even if they seem nice, to other people, because you don't know how other people are gonna take it, or if they'll use it to their advantage. Thankfully, and thanks to the investigations we conducted, we found out everything this person was doing at past schools, which is why his contract was not renewed for the following year. He was a danger to the other teachers and to the school as well. I also learned that you can't teach people from a dark place, from a rough place. If you went through this transition and you want to teach children, teach from a place of love. Teach adults from a place of love. Why are you going to get upset because someone gets your pronoun wrong when the children have just seen you for almost 2 years and they're getting confused? That makes no sense. You, as a person, also have to open up a space where the teachers, your community, and all the people around you can understand that you transitioned too. And you have to wait for other people to transition with you too. It's a process of evolution. You can't demand it, you can't be abusive and rude trying to make people understand overnight. My name's Aly Arismendy. I've been a teacher for 25 years. I have 3 bachelor's degrees in education, I have a master's, and I'm working on my doctorate right now, which I'll be finishing soon. So I'm sharing all of this with love, with teaching, so we can learn together. This channel is for learning. If you have a similar story or one you'd like to have told on this channel, I'll leave my email here. You can also send it to me through my website, which is alyasmendy.com. And truly, welcome to this channel. Please comment. This content is completely free for you. How can you support this channel? By giving it a like, leaving a comment, sending it to a friend so they can learn from the situation. Because as teachers, we are exposed to many situations where we have to protect ourselves and create a community where we can be strong and where we can all educate each other. This is my book. It's called Lo que callan los salones. You can find it as What the Classrooms Keep Quiet. You can get it on Amazon. It has many interesting, real stories. From my life, from everything I've experienced in education. I tell them as stories, just like you're hearing on YouTube. So I hope you'll support me. You can write me your story, expose your school, make a public report. You'll tell me the story, what it was like there, and I'll make the video for you. And then you can promote it, send it out, share it. Because sometimes people, administrators, other teachers, they don't know the mistakes they're making inside a school. And sometimes it's important to expose the situations, to defend yourselves. So I'm here to advocate for all of you. Buy my book, visit my website, and here's my email address if you need conferences, if you need to talk to me, or if you want to send me your story. So welcome everyone to this channel. Please give it a lot of love, share it, and we'll see you next time. So goodbye, and long live education. Ciao, bye.